Hey, what's up? This is your girl Steph, and I'm coming to you today with a memoir moment. And what a memoir moment is to just pretty much allow you to reflect, to think, to ponder. And this message today is just speaking about trust the process. Sometimes we don't know why things don't work out the way we want them to work out. We don't know why we're still stuck on the same level when we have so much more that's planted on the inside of us. We don't know why, sometimes things just won't happen the way we want them to happen. Sometimes it can be because it's a process that we have to allow to happen and to occur inside of ourselves. It's something that we have to allow God to just do in us and strip us from the old man, strip us from generational curses, strip us from things that have plagued us. The process is never easy. It's submitting your all to God. It's submitting who you think you are. It's submitting your makeup and all that you feel makes you as a person. It's allowing God to strip everything from you. The bad attitude, your old ways, just pretty much flipping out at the drop of a dime, coming back when somebody mistreats you and you're just going off. God sometimes want us to learn how to handle people, learn how to handle situations and different things before he can take us to the next level, take us to the places and the things that he has for us. But it all starts with obedience. It starts with wanting to just rid yourself of everything that plague you, everything that is holding you down, everything that's stopping you from going to the next level, everything that's holding you down from your promotion. It's all in yielding and it's all in trusting God. It's allowing the process to occur. Sometimes in the process, you're going to have some things to happen that is not fair. You're going to have people come against you because we all know that the enemy uses people. We all know that he'll do whatever he can do, and this is not to glorify the enemy, but to let you know that he do uses people. But we have to gently learn how to, if we need to, put people in their place and do it with love. We can disagree and, agree to disagree and still walk in love. We don't have to hold any grudges. We don't have to wish, ill will feelings towards them, or say, oh, as soon as they leave the building, I hope they just drop dead or go jump off a roof or play in traffic, whatever it is. We don't have to wish anything bad on them because God already said that he's the repayer for people that does bad to us. So the process is not it's just pretty much allowing yourself to be stripped of who you feel like you need to be, or who you, or just who people, society say you are. It's allowing that old man to shed. It's allowing your new identity to come forth. It's allowing everything that God has for you to bloom in full force. Sometimes we're going to have to really focus on who we are. We can't look at Bill. We can't look at Sue. We can't look at Ann. We can't look at their harvest. We can't look at their manifestations, but we have to just yield and allow God to work on us. Take away the bad attitude. Take away my comeback, my snapback, where I feel like I always have to tell you off. Take away the things that's not pleasing to you. I'm ready for my next level. I want to go to the places that you have for me. So strip me away of everything that takes what you say I can have away. And when you come to this place, you're going to allow God to strip you and to work on you. And in this place, he is revealing to you who you are. He's renewing your mind. He's renewing those things that's in you that you feel like you have to hold on to, but you have to let it go. You have to want to surrender it to him. You have to allow him to show you who you are in him. It don't work the other way. We don't get to show God who we are because he created us. So we don't get to, even if it's things that we learn from family members, some things are taught, some things are caught. Even these things that we have caught and we held on to, and we feel like we have to be this way. I'm telling you, in the process, we have to learn to allow God to take it from us, strip us of those things that is not of him, and allow him to show us the proper way of being, the proper way of conducting ourselves, the proper way of going forth, the proper way of manifestation, the proper way of reaping, and just being who he say we are. And so this is a message just to encourage you to trust the process, trust who God say you are, even when it don't feel right. And anytime you get into a position that you allow God to change on you, you're going to have some heavy winds come across. You're going to have some currency, of course, because the enemy wants to interfere. But you have to make up your mind. I already made a decision, and this is what it is. I already told God that I'm obedient in this season, that I'm yielding to him, that he can have his way. So whatever the enemy tries, he's going to come up against whoever your weakness is. If you have a bad attitude, he's going to have people rub you the wrong way. If you feel like you have to always clap back, he's going to always have, the enemy going to always have those people to come and just mishandle you and mistreat you and say things that they should not say. But in this season, be careful to be obedient. And the Lord is saying in this season, I want you to learn how to walk in another way. I want you to learn how to gently tell people how you feel without, coming all out of the bag. I want you to work on really loving people. Not just what they do for you, not who you think they are or who they portray they themselves to be, but to really love on people, because it's broken people out here. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's going through their own, little storm. And we have to all come together to learn how to love people through it. Even if it's sometimes, people do ill will things and you don't deal with them, that's fine. But can you agree to disagree and still walk in love without saying you wish the bad for them, and you decide to curse them out and do whatever it is that you want to do. In the process, God is watching you. In the process, he's trusting that you will completely yield to who he wants you to be, who he say you are. And so he's watching your heart in the matter. He's watching the way you can duck yourself. He's watching the way you handle people. He's watching your love walk. Because this is something that you said that you are really, really tired of, really something that you want to rid yourself of. But you have to allow him to do it. There's no halfway. It's no, trying to come halfway at the table. It's your all or it's nothing. Because in the process, God is going to show you who you really are. Even for the people who have talked against you, he'll even show it. Let me tell you, some people will talk against you. They will lie on you. They will try to walk over you. They will try to, especially if they're in management, they will try to put you last. But God always see those things, and it's going to come a time to when he's going to put you in the front of the room. It's going to be a time where every blessing that he promised you will manifest because you was obedient, because you allowed the process to occur. So this is just encouraging moment for 2019 to stay in the process, to trust God, to trust what he had for you, be obedient, yield to him. Sometimes you have to be a dead person walking. And when I say a dead person walking, you have to allow your spirit man to rise and the flesh to die. Sometimes you have to be out of your mind because your mind will convince you other. But you have to release your mind to God and remember what he promised you. Just remember everything that he spoke over your life. Remember what he said, that you're the head and not the tail, that you're above and never beneath, that whatever you ask of him that's in your will, so shall it be. And we just have to get to a position that we begin to position ourselves for manifestation, position ourselves for promotion, position ourselves to be and to get to where God say we can get to, and what he say he can have for us is that simple. The process is not that simple, but you have to make up in your mind that whatever it takes, you're going to do it. Whatever it takes. You're going to stop putting yourself down. You're going to stop saying you don't have what it takes. You're going to stop saying you just don't have it. You don't know how you're going to make it, how you're going to do it. You're going to begin to trust God like never before. You're going to begin to trust God like never before. You're going to begin to trust God like never before. Your mind is going to be in him. Your soul is going to be in him. Your spirit is going to rise to the next level. And the enemy won't be able to touch nothing that the Lord is doing in this season. You just have to make a decision in your mind, in your heart, that you have come to that place that you are going to surrender and that you are going to trust God through the process, because the enemy will not steal another promotion. He will not steal another manifestation. He will not steal another harvest. He will not have your mind or bungled. He will not allow you to miss anything that the Lord have for you. You will not live in apprehension. You will not live in fear. You will go after everything that the Lord have promised you. And in this process, you will yield to God and you will do exactly what he tell you to do. It's just that simple. So I pray that you come into agreement with God. I pray that you trust the process. And I pray in this season, in this year, that God's best will run you down.